Thank you. To you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. My name is Philomena Kirote, so I'm the one. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Sergeant, you will assist her to take oath.
I, Philomena Kirote here, do hereby swear to testify on all matters in question and tell this committee the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Okay, we will do a round of introductions. Mheshimiwa, starting up there, we introduce ourselves briefly. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Honorable Anne Wamboi Mukuru.
Thank you, Chair. I'm Abishi Joseph Rubai, MCA Cheviot.
Good morning. My name is Patricia Mashigadi.
Good morning. My name is Bryson Mwambu, MCA Sagala.
Good morning. My name is Azardin Caroline Ward, and member of this committee.
Good morning. My name is Rose Shingira. Good to see you, Madam Kirote.
Anissa Makio is my name. Good to see you too. Welcome.
Habari ya asubuhi, mimi naitwa Halifa Taraya. Karibu.
Naitwa Peter Shambi, MCA, committee member.
Okay, members of Secretariat.
I am Wilson Mnyamwezi, Secretariat.
Elizabeth Ngele, Secretariat.
Good morning, Sylvia Zay, Secretariat.
Good morning, Samuel Kate, Secretariat.
Good morning, Kenneth Mcharo, Secretariat.
Okay, thank you. So we will take the preset questions. Then afterwards, if you have any other follow-up questions from the members, we will give that chance. So I'll start off. Kindly introduce yourself and briefly highlight your career and leadership journey. You introduce yourself and briefly highlight your career and leadership journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, members. Once again, my name is Philomena Kirote, born and brought up in Taveta sub-county. I schooled in Maho Primary, joined Bura Girls High School for my secondary education before joining Kenyatta University. I'm a holder of a bachelor's degree in education science, diploma in education management from Kenya Education Management Institute, and certificate of professional certificate of management from Kenya School of Government. I began my career as a community development officer, working with the Aga Khan Foundation, ECD project, Taveta sub-county. While working with the Aga Khan Foundation in Taveta ECD project, I got a first-hand experience interacting with communities, taking them through development agenda that all gear towards increasing access of children to ECD education. and I got experience in community leadership and facilitation, and also monitoring and evaluation, together with report writing skills. I worked with the Aga Khan Foundation for 3 years. Then I joined the Teacher Service Commission as a regular teacher of chemistry and biology for 11 years. While working with the commission, I did work in different capacities. Beside being a regular teacher of chemistry and biology, I was once head of department for chemistry, for science department, and also acting deputy principal of a school. And I was also an examiner with the Kenya National Examination Council, paper 1 chemistry. Following the new dispensation of political dispensation, I did apply and I was taken by county government as the first chief officer education and libraries. While working with while I was working as a chief officer education and libraries, there were quite a number. It was quite a challenging task, but I was able to make some strides in terms of achievements in the area of legislation for various legislations for touching on the ECD and also vocational training, as well as education funding. And we also managed to increase access to ECD together with education funding, as well as vocational training through infrastructural improvement, where we did put up a number of ECD classrooms and also twin workshops, and also the operationalization of the education fund, where quite a number, thousands of students were benefited from the loans and bursaries. While still working with in education as a chief officer education and libraries, I was briefly appointed as acting chief officer special program before being moved to health department as a county chief officer of health. During my tenure as a chief officer of health, I managed to spearhead and coordinated the formulation of the Taita Taveta County Health Services Act and with its corresponding regulations, and even operationalize the Facility Improvement Fund. Besides that, we were also able to achieve quite a lot when it comes to the infrastructure improvement, where we did put up more than 10 dispensaries, equipping them and also operationalize them, as well as putting up specialized service units in the mainstream level 4 hospitals. Honorable Chair and members, during my journey of my career, I was honored with 2 awards, and the first award was on certificate of recognition in supporting education. This was by the Taita Taveta County Professional Women Association 2019. And also I was voted the best chief officer in Taita Taveta County through the Gala Awards. Honorable Chair, members of this committee, I define myself as a self-driven, diligent, result-oriented, principled leader with a passion for good governance, as well as element to do with service delivery, that is transformative service delivery. I come along with skills. If I'm actually confident that the skills and the values, together with the experience that I have, can go a long way into helping me to give a meaningful intervention if appointed as a County Public Service Board member in execution of its mandates as it is enshrined in the Section 59 of the County Government Act, more specifically in promoting transparency and also accountability as well as professionalism. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, members.
Thank you. Before the next question, I will ask you to be brief because we have several other nominees. Take that into account. So the next question will be taken by Mheshimiwa Anisa.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I take this opportunity to welcome Madam Kirote to this session, and I'm asking only one question. What are the values and principles of public service and Article 232 of the Constitution and how do they apply to your role as a board member? I may repeat, what are the values and principles of public service under Article 232 of the Constitution, and how do they apply to your role as a board member? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Honorable Member. The values and principles of public service as enshrined in Article 232, the quite a number. One is high standards of professional ethics. Also, when it comes to resource management, public officer is supposed to ensure there is no wastage, there is prudent utilization. Again, when it comes to the passing of the policies, they're supposed to ensure that there is a public participation is taken into consideration. The public officer is expected to be accountable to the decisions that they make while in office. And also, when it comes to recruitment, it is expected that it will be based on merit. At the same time, it will include diversity of the community, as well as also ensuring that there is inclusion of the marginalized and also those that may be disabled. Maybe kindly if you could highlight the other second part of the question.
The other part is how do they apply to your role as a board member?
Thank you. My role as a board member, these values will guide me in ensuring that at least there is meritocracy in the recruitment process. At the same time, it also guides me to ensuring that whatever processes that I take as a board, there is transparency and accountability. And also, as a board member, the recruitment and appointments that I'm supposed to take, the principles will guide me to ensure that they embrace diversity and inclusivity. Thank you.
You're satisfied? Okay, to the next question.
Thank you, Chair. Na karibu sana mwalimu wangu, Madam Philomena. My question is, how does the County Government Act 2012 protect the autonomy of the County Public Service Board, and how would you defend it? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member, Honorable Chair, for that question. The County Government Act has got sections that clearly protect the County Public Service Board. Briefly, we have its establishment that is enshrined in Section 57, which establishes it as a board that is independent, and therefore it cannot be interfered with its activities. Again, we have Section 58. Section 58 on its the appointment of the board members. you realize that it is done on two-tier system, whereby the governor will give the nomination, and the county the county assembly will come in to vet the nominees. Again, this one will actually reduce the unilateral control by the governor to the office bearers of the County Public Service Board. Again, when you look at section 58(4) of the County Government Act, you realize that it also outlines something to do with the office, the tenure of office, which is normally a six-year term, non-renewable. This stability also gives the team, the County Public Service Board member, that confidence in working in professionalism, because they are not they're not fearful of maybe they're going to be reappointed or lose their appointment next time. Again, section 58(5) of the same of the County Government Act, on the element of it touches on. It gives clear guideline on how these officers can be removed from office. This implies that it will not be easy to have arbitral dismissal from anywhere. So this gives the confidence and therefore cushion. How will I protect this? I will protect this by ensuring that there will be uphold the law by the board will uphold the law in its transactions or its undertaking its mandate, and beside that also will embrace meritocracy and also being transparent in terms of sharing whatever we discuss with the public and presentation of the various documents and reports to this court assembly. Thank you.
Thank you. Mheshimiwa Taraya.
Yes. Good morning once again, Madam Kirote. I have one question for you. And in this question, you had an advantage in serving in the various positions in the county human resource in the past two governments. So what are some of the challenges that you encountered or you could realize in the county human resource management? And how can you, as one of the board members, if you get appointed, how will you address those challenges?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Honorable Member, for that question. Indeed, it's true. I've worked in the county government, and during the various service years, it is true that we experienced quite a number of challenges affecting the HR. Now, as a nominee for the County Public Service Board, some of these challenges, I'll highlight them and see how we are going to go about them. One of the key challenges that is there, it is the bloating wage bill. The wage bill is quite too high, and as a county public service board, because I suppose that now it's of course way above 40%, it's supposed to be 35%. So how do we ensure that at least we are able to manage this by regular audits to ensure that we get rid of ghost workers? At the same time also we to avoid duplication, it comes to recruitment, and probably also if we have those that are overstaffed in a particular department and probably their services can be taken to another department, that kind of reshuffling. The other challenge is that has been there. It is political interference in the HR process. As a board, County Public Service Board member, will ensure that we uphold our strict adherence to the rules, and also remembering that as a board we are cushioned by the section 59 of the County Government Act, which talks about exclusive mandate of the County Public Service Board to deal with HR recruitment and all that. The other challenge that is there is on the staff. Most of them, they tend to underperform and also tend to be indisciplined. In this scenario, as a County Public Service Board, we'll ensure that there is, we embrace performance contracting, which gives clear targets to be achieved, and of course also with the sanction and rewards. As of course, currently I believe the County Public Service Board has got a policy on performance, reward, and sanctions. Again, the other challenge that is there is the capacity gap. Some of these staff, you realize that they are not performing well as expected. So we'll go about this challenge by instituting training and continuous training and career improvement in service trainings. So these are just about some of those challenges that could be. Of course, we also have strikes that have been there and affecting service delivery. And so with the issue of strikes, we'll ensure that we have early engagement and also preparing some dialogue platforms so that we can be able to iron out some of these issues before they escalate to affecting the service delivery. Thank you.
Thank you. Mheshimiwa Kaloleni Azar.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning once again, Madam Kirote. Kirote. I have a question for you. How should the County Public Service Board ensure service delivered is not disrupted by staff absenteeism, strikes, or indiscipline? I repeat, how should the County Public Service Board ensure service delivery is not disrupted by staff absenteeism, strikes, or indiscipline? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Member, for that question. As a County Public Service Board, we know that public service delivery is very core to the county government. So we have to do all that it takes to ensure that the service delivery is not disrupted in any way. So one way is to, like absenteeism. As a board, we'll have to institute strict rules when it comes to attendance and also attendance and discipline, and attendance, discipline, and also maybe performance. So that, these strict rules have to be also be fair, so that they know the public service can know that in a scenario that you absent yourself from work, you can, these are the consequences. I remember, if you allow me, I give you an example, like when I was working with the commission, you realize that two of my colleagues were absent from work, not because they had gone for their own errand, but they had gone to report the principal to the then district education officer. And just because of that, you realize they lost one day. So such strict measures will deter some of these staff from just anyhowly absenting themselves from work. On the issue of strike, for example, we'll ensure that we have early engagement with the unions and also the staff, so that some of these issues are ironed out internally before they escalate to disrupting the public service. Again, we have those genuine reasons that causes staff not to go on strike and disrupting service delivery. Genuine concerns like maybe delayed salary, promotion, and probably things to do with the poor working condition. So on such scenarios, genuinely because one of our roles as the County Public Service Board is to advise the county government so that they can amicably deal with these issues before they are let to escalate to a point of affecting the public delivery, service delivery. Again, on the issue of indiscipline, I will ensure that we have a robust performance management system, so that it's clear, because with the performance management system also, it gives also the consequences of if maybe targets are not met. So by addressing this, you realize to some extent we'll be able to contain and ensure service delivery is not disrupted. Thank you.
Okay, Mheshimiwa MCA Sagala, you'll take the next question.
Thank you, Chair. Welcome, Madam Kirote. In your introductory, you have said that it is clear that you worked in the first regime and second regime of devolution. Now that if you happen to have gotten this position, one of the board member, County Public Service Board, what strategies would you recommend to balance the county wage bill with the need for effective service delivery.
Sorry, come again.
What strategies would you recommend to balance the county wage bill with the need for effective service delivery?
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Honorable Member, for that question. The strategies that I will use to balance the county wage bill and effective service delivery. One of them will be to I'll push for regular staff audit. With the staff audit will show me whether we have the right numbers of staff and whether indeed we have those that are probably we will not have any any duplication, those that maybe are not being used optimally. So that we don't escalate the wage bill. Again, I'll ensure these staff that we have, they are actually well trained, and I'll calculate training and continuous career development, so that the ones that we have can effectively deliver services without any suffering from any incapacities. At the same time, the process of recruitment, I'll ensure that it is strictly adhered to the merit, so that the staff that we get are able to deliver effectively, and not you employ staff and then only to realize that they are not able to deliver because you are not able to ensure that the staff you are bringing on board are those that are qualified. Again, we'll embrace the performance management, so that the staff that we have, we are able to nurture them in such a way that they are able to deliver services with clear targets, touching on clear service delivery areas, so that we as we try to manage the wage bill, we are still making the staff accountable to their day-to-day shilling that they are earning in the workplace. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Okay, Mheshimiwa Jonas, you will take the next question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, first of all, before I ask a question, I wanted to congratulate the candidate for being one of the nominees by the governor. And Mr. Chair, also I wanted to inform you, the candidate is not a stranger to this house. The candidate, we have interacted, the candidate has been in such a meetings, several in the past governments. So I want to congratulate her for that. But I don't have any conflict of interest. People should not mistake me. Madam Kirote, I have a question here. If confirmed, Madam Kirote, what reforms would you advocate for within the Cpsb to make it more responsive? Thank you, Madam. Can I repeat? The question is this: if confirmed, what reforms would you advocate for within the Cpsb to make it more responsive? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Chair, if confirmed, one of the key reforms that I will introduce or advocate for is the digitalization of the HR processes. This will include automation of the recruitment process, and also probably also the payroll and the performance management. this will ensure that the decisions that we make as a board will be more effective. It will take a very short time, and it will enhance transparency. Again, as a county public service board, we are talking about making the board responsive, implying that any issues that come up, we are able to address timely, effectively, and transformatively. So the other reform that I'll introduce is the performance contracting framework within the board, so that we tie our objectives with the county government objectives, and timely, so that we are able even to be rechecking and reviewing ourselves whether we're on the right track. Again, the other thing that we can do, because you cannot be very sure, we normally say in English that the only way forward is to make one step backward. So as a board, I will push for the regular internal audit to check on our processes and the decisions that we make as a board, whether we are still on track or out of track, and whether we are meeting the objective, the expectations of the community or the society or not. Again, the other reform that I will introduce or advocate for is enhancement of the sharing with the public. That is public involvement. Yeah, coming up with communication channels that will give the public a room to give us their feelings, their ideas, their opinions of how the board is functioning. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, MCA Chawia.
Thank you, Chair. Just go straight to the question. Madam, take note. What mechanisms will you support to ensure accountability and transparency in the operations of the board? Thank you.
Sorry, come again.
What mechanisms will you support to ensure accountability and transparency in the operations of the board? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Member, for that question. Mechanisms that I will support to ensure accountability and transparency in the operations of the board. One of them is to ensure that the recruitment process is open and very transparent. I mean, open such a way that if we have any adverts, we ensure that the adverts are widely shared, widely, here I imply probably in all the local prints together with the website and maybe even the county, the public government notice boards. And yes, so that is one way, because we're talking about accountability and transparency. People have to see what are these vacancies that are available at the board. Again, the recruitment process also will basically be on the merit based, so that the qualified, those that meet the requirements, those that meet the criteria are the only ones that are taken up. Again, to support transparency. Okay, as a board, one of our functions or the mandate of the board is to submit regular reports to the county assembly. Again, I'll ensure that the reports are regularly submitted, and they are clear, and they are also in depth. I mean, capturing what it is that it's supposed to capture. Again, the other mechanism is to strengthen the involvement of the public, so that they're able to understand what it is that the county government, the public service board is doing in terms of the recruitment and also the service delivery. Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Member.
Mheshimiwa Shingira.
Thank you, Chair. Madam Kirote. how would you balance between supporting the welfare of county staff and maintaining efficient service delivery?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Honorable Member. The welfare of the county staff and service delivery. As a county public service board, if at all I make it through, I'm confirmed. One way is to ensure that the recruitment process is fair to the staff, and also they are promoted. At the same time, they are well remunerated. You see, when these staff realize that their welfare, they are valued, they are likely to give their best in terms of, it goes hand in hand with the quality service delivery. Again, the staff also will ensure that there is continuity in terms of their capacity building. I'll put in place structures to ensure that they are capacity built, and there is continuous training. Already, I believe the County Public Service Board, already we have a policy on training and capacity building. So using whatever is enshrined in that policy will give it life, so that the staff, in case of any capacity gaps and in case of any new emerging ideas in their area of their mandate area, then they are brought up to speed. That actually improves the quality of the service that they offer, and they get more motivated. So by doing this, you realize that they are well taken care of. At the same time, on this other side, we benefit as a county in terms of quality service. Again, as we do this, performance contracting will not be an option, so that also they know what it is that the government expects of them, and making them more accountable. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Okay. Mheshimiwa Shambi, you'll take the next question.
Thank you very much, Chair. My question is, what approach would you take to enhance trust between the Cpsb and the public it serves? What approach would you take to enhance trust between the Cpsb and the public it serves? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Honorable Member. Trust is earned. Trust is earned. And for us to earn this trust between the County Public Service Board and the public that we shall be serving, one way is to ensure that we uphold the law. We uphold the law, because the mandate of the County Public Service Board is built and anchored in law. So by upholding the law in all our transactions, we'll be able to ensure that not to some degree, but definitely will be on the right track when it comes to the public viewing us as the right people for the right office. Beside upholding the law, the other approach will be strengthening the relationship between the engagement between the County Public Service Board and the public, whereby we'll have the communication channels to share with the public and give them the updates on the recruitment that we have been doing as a board, at the same time also on the service delivery. Again, the other way, the other approach that I will make is to ensure that all the processes of recruitment, also the element of shortlisting, all that is done on merit, and the information also can be accessed, easily accessed, so that the public can be aware of what the county public service board is doing, and that those that are being taken, they are being taken on merit because of they meet the basic requirements as per the advert. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. We acknowledge the presence of the majority leader and the speaker. We are through with the preset questions, so maybe we give you a chance to say anything, Mr. Speaker. And then afterwards, any member with a question, a follow-up question, can ask. Thank you.
Question to the nominee. Maybe she can tell us what is nepotism.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Honorable Member, for the question. What is nepotism? This has got to do with, it is a halo effect, whereby in appointments, one goes outside the rule guiding the principles guiding appointments of officers in the public offices. So you go outside the merits and the other guiding principles, and you give opportunity to one by virtue of your tribe is coming from your tribe, yes, something close to that.
Maybe you can explain that rule, be specific. What does the rule say? The rule and the principles.
Okay. In Article 232 of the Constitution, one of the principles of county, one of the principles of the public service. Values and principles of public service, it actually states that the recruitment is supposed to be on merit and not on the, of course, not on this other side rules or yes, it has to be on merit. Yes.
Yeah, I can see it not coming out clearly. My question is, suppose now maybe in future I become the governor of this county. Does my family members qualify to work in this county?
Come again, please.
Maybe in future when I become a governor of this county, will my family members be allowed to work in this county?
If you become a governor of this county, will your family members be allowed to work for this county? Yes, as long as they meet the merit and the recruitment is competitive, fair, and transparent, there's no problem.
Okay, thank you, Chair.
Mr. Speaker, you have anything to say?
Thank you, Chair, for the opportunity you've given me. It's only that I was trying to peruse documentation of the nominee, but I want to miss something to ask. But first is to congratulate her for the far he's come, and still wishing her all the best in the remaining part of this process. So mine is somehow related to the wage bill and staff rationalization. How do we go about it? Because it has been a subject that the outgoing board could not go about the whole thing of staff rationalization. Maybe what is your thought on staff rationalization? Is it needed in this county or not? And again, how do we go about it to ensure that it is done?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Thank you for that question. You brought the element of the wage bill and the staff rationalization. There is one mistake that we do as a county. We do not realign our recruitment with the fiscal strategy of the county. We go outside. When I talk about fiscal strategy here, I mean every financial year we normally have a fiscal strategy paper that actually gives a resource envelope for each department on how much it's supposed to spend. So one way is we have to strictly follow adhere to the fiscal strategy of each financial year, so that it guides us when it comes to putting up a sustainable wage bill. On the issue of staff rationalization, it is indeed an issue that needs to be tackled very, very keenly. And I think we have to do a serious staff audit. And at some point earlier on, I'd indicated one of the issues that I will propose to have in the county Public Service Board is digitalization, so that to some extent we are able to see some of these gaps at a glance, and be able to make quick decisions without having to go through processes that in the end we don't get outcome that we expect. But I believe this is an issue that we need to really sit and work on it, and be able to come up with a clear way forward. I may not be able to give you a clear way forward as at now. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Any other member? If there's none, then you give us your parting shot, Madam.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, for this opportunity. If I am confirmed and appointed, I want to tell this House that I'll be committed to uphold the Constitution, the law, and high degree of integrity. And also I will focus on ensuring that we have an inclusive, professional, and accountable public service that will be able to deliver effectively to our Taita Taveta people within the guidelines of development of the Kenya Development Agenda, and also the global best practices. Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. You will confirm that all your original documents are back. We're also happy to have you here, and I'd like you to confirm if your documents are back. Okay. Then we are happy that we had you here, and there's tea. Sergeant will lead you to where tea is served, and the meeting stands adjourned. Thank you.